What's up, guys? Welcome to The Vinyl Casket, home to lamest taste. Check out the YouTube channel at The Vinyl Casket. All one word, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is our weekly comic book review. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, every single week we get the books on Wednesday. We read them, we bag and board them, take pictures in the light box for the Instagram Vinyl Casket Comics, where you can follow over there. Little write-ups, cool artwork, show off the stuff in a really nice lit photo. And then I sit down every week and I discuss this stuff here on Twitch and YouTube. We'll be getting into it. I have been making TikToks, but they've been like just kind of pickup videos or like weekly haul videos, and they've been kind of hit or miss. Let me know in the comments if I should be making little mini reviews. With that being said, we go indies, Marvel, DC. We rank them 1 through 10. We rate them 1 through 10, and then we rank them at the end with like a top 3. Probably we only have 6 books, so we'll do like a top 3. We're starting off with Dynamite Comics issue 3 of the Disney Darkwing Duck series. This is a variant cover. Incredible artwork here, incredible covers, incredible story. This series has been on point since the inception, since they took off, as has the Gargoyles series. Dynamite hit gold. However, they acquired these Disney licenses from Disney to make these this weird line of Disney books, of like almost Disney afternoon kind of inspired titles. Incredible. I know they have a Scar book, they have a Disney Villains line coming out soon, and they have the 2 Disney titles, Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles. This is issue 3. We recently got issue 3 of Gargoyles. Both series have been fantastic. This screams, if you're a fan of DuckTales, of what's the Quack Pack, or the Darkwing Duck series, or previous comic books, this is a high pickup. This is highly requested. Whatever you can think. Really cool storyline. Because of the stuff that happened in the last book, basically Darkwing has retired and he's with what's her name, Morgana, and they're trying to settle down and have a normal life. And very interesting story, very interesting plot. I'm enjoying it all ton. Highly suggest you guys check this out. Out of 10, I'm going to give this an easy 8.5. This is a banger of a book. I don't know how Dynamite got this stuff from Disney when Disney and Marvel are the same company, but whatever. Moving on to Boom Studios, we have issue 13, variant cover of House of Slaughter. This is part 3 of the Butcher's Return. We get a little flush out of the butcher shop in this universe. If you haven't checked out, this is the Something is Killing the Children universe by James Tinian. And I really like this because it flushes things out that we got out of that Book of Slaughter special. There's another house, right? There's 2 houses. There's tons of houses, but the 2 ones in like America are like the butcher shop and the House of Slaughter. So we get to see this character Jace that we've seen since the inception of this series, and him have to basically he's being pit against the house that his family started, and then it seems like the house was burnt down, his family was killed, and he was the only one to get away. And that somehow these other people took it over and turned it against him. That's what I'm getting. Could be wrong, but we have the other character from that special. Such with them, I can't remember what her name is, but I do know that she's a Slaughter. She was a White Mask. She's now being trained by them, by the butcher shop, to become their new Black Mask, which is really cool that she showed up in here to be trained. They're recruiting a kid that was tagging around with Jace. It's cool that they have a dual dragon. So they have two dragons leading the house. So they both have the gold thing. It goes around their face. One of them doesn't speak. This is one of them, I believe. It's really cool. I can't wait to see that origin story because there's a dual dragon. Very interesting concepts that were flushed out in that special are now getting some light. Really cool series, really cool issue. Highly recommend if you're into something that's killing children. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. We're gonna move on to Image Comics issue 1 of No One. So this is another entry into the Supermassive verse. This is the Kyle Higgins started universe from Radiant Black that includes Inferno Girl Red, Dead Lucky, is it Lucky Dead Lucky, whatever it is, Rogue Sun, Radiant Pink, Radiant Black, Radiant Red, all those miniseries, and now No One. We're about to get the second Supermassive. I don't know if he's going to show up. We don't really know what's going on with him. It's a very interesting issue. I know there's a lot of the things like podcasts and videos and stuff that tied into this new series. I believe this is like a crime. It's like a true crime story, and like you don't know who is who. There's like victims and stuff going on. There's like copycats. If you're into like movies and like crime shows and stuff, this is gonna hit an inch that you didn't know you had. Artwork here was pretty solid. Character design is pretty solid. Story was definitely unique, especially for Supermassive, especially for current Image. This is really cool. This is an interesting. This is a variant cover. Very interesting title. I liked issue 1. I'm excited for issue 2. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Moving on to Marvel, we have one issue with issue 4 of Miles Morales Spider-Man, a cover, continuing this villain thing going on here. Very enjoyable. They really are in the series so far since they rebooted the series. They're trying to make Miles spiral. They're trying to make him like a shitty person, like give up on himself and stuff, which he was very confident after all the stuff he went through in the last series. To be giving up over the slightest thing is so weird because he's had his whole his landscape of his life shattered, rebroken again and again and again, and he's come out stronger and stronger and stronger. And he left that with like that story, that book, right? He's left that series, that volume, with like a supportive family and friends and a relationship and like having his own clone and everything. We haven't seen the clone. Like, since the story started, we haven't seen his clone. He's having issues with his girlfriend that he's creating himself. He's pushing himself away from his friends and his family. Makes zero sense what they did. And there's not like what they're doing with Amazing Spider-Man, where like they created this false thing that happened 6 months ago and they're not going to talk about it for a year. There's none of that. So they just made up problems and they're trying to ruin Miles, in my opinion. Interesting storyline, cool fights, liked it. Kind of not liking Miles as a character right now because they're really messing with his personality. I'm going to give it a 6. Then we move on to DC with 2 books. We have issue 6 of Batman Incorporated, a cover. This is a great series. If you're a fan of the Bat family, if you like different characters, if you like a little bit of a darker tone, still funny, still good, still entertaining, lots of action, very in depth. If you were a fan of the original Batman Incorporated, this is for you. Tons of characters, tons of personalities, very well navigated, very thoughtfully like written. I really like this series. I've liked this series since the backup stories and all the specials and the annuals and everything that teased this series coming to fruition. I've been a fan, and I've loved it, and I'm loving it even more. It's amazing. Get it, buy it, boost it up. It is better than the current Batman series, hands down. It's just more fun. It's like not as good as Nightwing, but it's good. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Also, I'm a fan of like weird Professor Pig stuff. Final book of the week is Wildcats issue 5. Cardstock cover. This is awesome. This is awesome. So this is your Dan Hip cover. If you haven't seen Dan Hip stuff, he's been viral in the comic community lately, doing crazy covers like this. I think my first one I got was an accidental pickup of a Batman cover. It was really cool. This is even cooler. Love Grifter. I love Wildcats. All the different Wildstorm characters that we're getting right now in this series is incredible. We're getting characters from every direction and corner of that Jim Lee universe that I never thought we would get in the current DC landscape. Post New 52, I didn't think that we could get, Grifter has been showing up for years, right? Even what's her name? I always forget her name, but like, I can't think of her name. With the girl with the red marks and the swords, but they've been showing up, right? These other characters haven't, and it's really cool to see them being used and show up, and like other characters being pitted against them. Superman in this issue was sick. Seeing Mr. Majestic, seeing Spartan take on Superman was crazy. They're looking for Grifter. They know he's out there. There's no way he's dead. They gotta find him, right? I'm really enjoying this. I can't wait for the next issue. I wish this was bi-monthly. I would be reading it constantly. Amazing series, 8.5 out of 10. It's just so good. It's so good. With that being said, guys, that's all I got. Top 3 real quick. I'd go. It's so hard. It's so hard. They're so good. I would go No One, Darkwing Duck, Wildcats as my top 3. With that being said, guys, please check out my channel on YouTube, The Vinyl Casket, all one word. Read, subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Get in those comments. Tell me what you're reading, what you like, what I talked about, any of it, what you want me to talk about, what you want me to check out, anything. Get in the comics, get active. I'll respond. Thank you guys so much. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.